Hi, and welcome to Sprout School. I am so excited for you to dive in, and I'm so excited to be your guide through this fun and exciting journey that we're about to go on together. Sprout Studio is a great tool that is going to help you build a consistent brand, have great client communications, help you know what to focus on, and it's going to help you streamline all the business stuff. So you probably got into photography because you love the creative side of being a photographer, and you're already a great photographer, and we don't want to touch that. We don't need to have any effect on that. But where things really get kind of muddy is when you have to start making a living doing this thing that you love to do. And there's so much more to being a successful photographer than just taking great pictures. And that's what Sprout Studio can help you do. That's the sort of heavy lifting that Sprout Studio can take care of for you, so you can spend more time doing the things that you love to do and still run a successful photography business. My name is Brian Caparici, and I am the CEO and founder here at Sprout Studio. But more so than that, I've been a full-time professional wedding and portrait photographer here in Niagara, Ontario, Canada for over 15 years. And so I've been where you were. I remember sitting in my studio 10 years ago thinking, why do all of these things that we need to run a photography business, galleries and invoicing and contracts and questionnaires and all these different pieces, these different tools that we can use to streamline our systems, why do they not exist together? And there was no system, and there still is no other system, that combines these tools into one place. So I set out then to make what is now Sprout Studio. See, Sprout Studio replaces 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 different pieces of software. It is a pretty big tool for you, and it's going to have a pretty profound impact on your success. Call it your secret weapon to succeeding as a photographer and being able to scale and grow and make a living doing this thing that you love to do without fully burning out and feeling like you just can't keep up and can't stop things from slipping through the cracks. Now, acknowledge though that because Sprout replaces 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 different pieces of software, there's going to be a learning curve. I'm not going to tell you that there's not a learning curve, but think about anything that you've ever learned. Think about Photoshop, for example. I'm sure that when you first opened Photoshop for the first time and you kind of looked at all the widgets and gadgets and tools and buttons and menus that are in Photoshop, you're thinking, I don't know what a layer is. I don't know what a history brush is. I don't know what the clone tool is. These things are confusing, but you took it one step at a time and you learned these things bit by bit by bit. And think about where you are now. You understand Photoshop off the back of your hand. You're super familiar. You're very comfortable. And these things don't overwhelm you anymore. That's true for anything. You can use our cameras the same way. Think about the first time that you picked up a DSLR or the first time you picked up a mirrorless camera. You're probably thinking, my gosh, there's so many buttons on this thing. I don't know what aperture is from ISO, from shutter speed to white balance to Kelvin to metering. Like, you don't know these things, but you learn them. And so I want to encourage you to look at Sprout Studio the same way. Look at Sprout Studio as this big tool that can make a big impact on your business. It can really help you crush it in your business. But we're going to take it one step at a time so that you don't get too overwhelmed. And along the way, I'm here to guide you here through Sprout School. That's what Sprout School is all about, to take you from where you are today to absolutely crushing it in your business with Sprout Studio by your side. I'm so excited for you to join us on this journey. I'm so honored that you've given me the opportunity to join you along your side along the way. Let's dive in, shall we?